Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another edition of the Ultra Confusion, something slightly different, with your host, Charlie. Oh, everybody go crazy. Yeah, that's me. Alright, so, it's something slightly different. It is now, Monday, July 13th, 2015. Hopefully, I will post this before the midnight hour. I've got 3 hours to do it, so, fingers crossed. Okay, so, first on the docket. I know that I've talked about this gentleman a couple times. He is the man behind a certain movie that I think that everyone can agree is pretty dang good. And that, of course, is Book of Eli, and I am talking about the one, the only Gary Whitta. Now, of course, I got to meet him at one of the conventions a little bit back. It's been a couple of years since I met him. But he did just recently come out with a book through a service called Inkshare, which is kind of like, it's kind of like a Kickstarter, well, maybe more like a Patreon type of system for authors. So, the book just came today, so I have to show it off. Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to introduce you to Gary Whitta's book, Abomination. Fear the Monster Within. Now, of course, I'll read the insert sleeve just so that you know what you're getting into. Dark Ages, Darker Magic. He is England's greatest knight, the man who saved the life of Alfred the Great and an entire kingdom from a Viking invasion. But when he is called back into service to combat a plague of monstrous beasts known as abominations, he meets a fate worse than death and is condemned to a life of anguish, solitude, and remorse. She is a fierce young warrior, raised among an elite order of knights, driven by a dark secret from her past. She defies her controlling father and sets out on a dangerous quest to do what none before her ever have: hunt down and kill an abomination alone. When a chance encounter sets these two against one another, an incredible twist of fate will lead them toward a salvation they never thought possible, and prove that the power of love, mercy, and forgiveness can shine a hopeful light even in history's darkest age. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. Abomination, now available. Go get it immediately. In other news, we have a ton of games that we need to get through. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 games. 8 games. Forgot about one. 8 games to get through. 9 games to get through. Man, geez, stop counting, Charlie. I'm sorry. So anyways, I feel like, I'm sorry, ladies and gentlemen, I already poured my Mountain Dew. So there will be no ritualistic pouring, though I feel like I need to pour it. Screw it! We're going to do it! 1 second. Excuse me while I peek behind the curtain. Oh my God, what is that? That cannot be legal. Holy crap. All right. And we're back. Hopefully you did not pay a lick of attention to the commentary I was just giving you while I was behind the curtain. Now, of course, I did prop up my cup so that it's a little bit closer so you can see the pouring, as it were. So, ladies and gentlemen, let me... Woo! Little preemptive start there. Alright. Cheers. Alright, so let's get down to brass tacks, ladies and gentlemen. So we got a couple games that we need to get through. I have been trying to pay... I did just recently write a review on a game called The Detail, Episode 2. Risen... What was it? I think it's Risen from the Ashes. Hold on. Let me cheat. From the Ashes. Just from the Ashes. Not Risen from the Ashes, just from the Ashes. Which, of course, is the second piece to the Detail game. That's, of course, an episodic game. I don't know how many chapters there are. I want to say 4 or 6. I could be. I don't know why, but that's what I want to say. Anyways, my biggest gripe about this game. Absolutely. 100%. If you have a dialogue-driven game, for the love of all that is holy, I don't even care if it's bad voice acting. It has to be voice acted. I cannot I cannot read dialogue for an hour and a half straight, with that being the only piece to the game. Are you kidding me? Otherwise, it's a great game. I love the script. I like the storyline. I like the characters. They all have a little bit of a different feel. But for the love of God, I don't even fucking get, you know, get the voices! Another game that I did a quick peek for, that you can now find on Altered Confusion, as well as the YouTube channel, which of course is the Altered Confusion YouTube channel, which I know. I still need to fix the icon for, there's a certain gentleman out there who has been nagging me, or begging me, or perhaps recommending to me that I need to change some icons. So it's in the process. I promise. Somewhere in here. And one day it will come out. Not here, but maybe here. Maybe like this. I don't know. Anyways, the other game that we gave a quick peek to is a game called TIMEframe. My one gripe about TIMEframe thus far is, so it's like Dear Esther, except Dear Esther was kind of, I mean, yes, you could explore everywhere, but there was a written there's like written text that kind of just told you, you know, as you're walking. Oh, I remember the days that I walked this path with Esther. Da 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 da. With this one, it's you start off in a tower, a spire, okay, and you have these, I think it's like 12 dots on a screen. If you hit the space bar. If you don't hit the space bar, you'll never see the 12 dots. But I hit the space bar and I was like, what the hell are these? And I couldn't figure out what the hell it was. Turns out that that's actually like the layout of the land, or basically the spots that you want to get to. Here's the crazy thing about TIMEframe, and I don't understand it. After so long, you basically white screen and you're back at the spire. So let's say that you're trying to journey out to the furthest reaches of space. Well, it's not really space. It's kind of like a post-apocalyptic environment where time is frozen, TIMEframe, where once upon a time there was a glorious nation, civilization of people who were, I don't know, they were something. And they decided that the true beings were coming and the imposters were to be found out or something like that. So, boop, time is frozen. You're walking through. You're gonna go visit all the monuments. The problem is, I don't know if you could see that. If I have to repeatedly, just like after I don't know how long, it's probably 10 minutes. After 10 minutes, back to the spire. There's no way I'm gonna be able to get all of the. They're neat. Okay, it's like. It's kind of sandboxy with the fact that you can basically go wherever you want to, but there is like a finite amount of space. I'm guessing. I don't know. But I need some direction. I mean, don't get me wrong. You know, it's very calming. It's very meditative. The music, the environment, the colors are nice and warm. They kind of lull you into this thing. But I need some direction. I mean, for the love of God, I need some direction. Just like, go this way. That way to the monument. Something. Because the only time that you... Okay, so what you're trying to do, I'm assuming, is you're trying to get to every single monument in the game. And to get credit for the monument, you have to read the placard that's associated with that monument. So you go all the way up to the monument, be it a gate, be it a, let's see, a waterfall, a statue, and the spire. Those are the 4 that I've unlocked thus far. And they basically will then give you an icon on that screen that if you hit spacebar on. Another quick look that we gave was for the game GunPowder, which of course is that amazing game by Rogue Rocket Games, which is a puzzle-based game where you are playing Incendio, a Robin Hood-like character who is trying to rob from the evil boss Grimshaw and give back to the poor in a Western setting. It's fun. It's very challenging. And I highly recommend, if you don't have a PC and you have an iPad 2 or newer, get it on that. It's got like over 100 levels to play around with, and of course the challenge ramps up. My one issue with this game is that they introduce a story element to it. So it's comic book strip. It's not vocalized, but it's comic book strip. You kind of get the feeling of what's going on in the story. The thing is, there's an unlock mechanism that's based off of the successful collection of a specific item, piggy banks. Every single level has 3 piggy banks in it, and if you collect so many, you open up the next chapter. The problem is that it is possible to collect enough piggy banks to literally leapfrog over an entire chapter, and then you're kind of like, well, what just happened? Because even though it's a very simplistic storytelling device in the comic strip form, there is some, you know, it's a linear story. There is some significance to each chapter's little comic book strip pieces. So if I accidentally skip it and then try to go back to it, I'm completely lost now. So that's my that's my only gripe about the game. It's a phenomenal game. And to be honest with you, I like it more on the PC than I did on the iPad, simply because I have humongous hands. And humongous hands don't do well on touchscreen devices. Because I don't get that much precision. Now with a mouse, I can be much more precise, and that's what I like. So you saw go to Ultra Confusion, check out our Facebook page, check out our Twitter, which is Ultra Confusio without the N. The N would break the internet. And be on the lookout for a ton of games coming your way. I will continue to play a couple. There's a game that I'm going to continue to play for just a little bit longer. Then you're going to get a review of it. And I'm not going to give away the game right now. But what I will tell you is the bones and the cogs, the unseen like back end stuff, phenomenal. But there's no game. I mean, there is a game, but there's no joy in the game. It's literally what I'll describe it later in a review. Let me just tell you, okay? That is coming. Like I said, I'm not going to give away the game yet. Wait for the review, but unfortunately, it's probably going to get a low one unless I can find some kind of redeeming factor. This is one of a developer's worst nightmares. You have ironed out all the kinks. You have made it very complex, very in depth. But the one thing that you never truly polished was I guess it's kind of like a retention factor. Unless you are, I don't even know who this is being marketed to. The back-end system, the rules, the complexity of all of the information of how the game runs. So I'm trying to be as vague as possible. It's great, but it's missing like what the gamer sees, what the gamer interacts with. It's missing that. It's got all this like in-depth crap. Not crap, but amazing stuff, but it just doesn't translate. There's no translation. And that, of course, is one of the biggest fears for any developer out there. When I review games where I could see the blood, sweat, and tears gone into it, but they've missed their mark, it is gut-wrenching to me, but at the same time, I'm a reviewer. I'm here not to give you a hearty pat on the back and say, good job, okay. I'm here to tell you the truth, and the truth is this game probably, it definitely could have been better, but I don't think that they had the correct pieces to make it successfully better. So there you go. So anyways, thank you for tuning in to the Ultra Confusion, something slightly different for myself. Charlie, it's been a pleasure to give you the crazy stuff coming out of my mind. And of course, once again, check out Gary Whitta's new book, Abomination. I don't know exactly where it's on sale. You could probably just like type in Gary Whitta Abomination. You'll probably be directed either to, I wonder if you could buy it through Inkshare, even though it's been published. I'm sure you could. And I believe Amazon might have it now. Let's check it. Once I figure out where the hell I put my mouse. Amazon. Gary. Yes, it is available on Amazon right now. The hardback is $18.63 and the paperback is $12.93. You can also get the Kindle version for $9.99. It is available right now. No. It's not... Wait, hold on. I'm very confused. It says that you can get it. It's in stock. But, oh no, wait, maybe it's the paperback version. Hold on, let me see something real quick. That is really weird. Okay, no, it's not available. Oh, that's so weird. Okay, the Kindle version is not available until July 29th. But Amazon actually has it in stock and available, and you can get it on Wednesday, even though the release date is July 29th. I think Amazon screwed something up. Anyways, pre-order it over at Amazon right now. But anyways, thank you for tuning in to the Something Slightly Different for myself, Charlie. Once again, the crazy stuff coming out of my mind, the lovely drinks that I always pour and sip for you, and the crazy amount of games I'm going to try to get through. So until next time, thank you for tuning in, and we will see you in the near future for at least the Thursday Night Hangout, which of course is 8 p.m. Eastern Time, where Zelius and I will take the stage once again to give you the craziness that is the news, and of course we will throw the script literally out the window if you, the audience, beg for it, and give us amazing topics that we could, our feeble minds could not ever make up. Really? See? Look. Help. Join into the Twitch chat room and help guide this Thursday Night Hangout to an epic amazingness that only you, the audience, can bring.